Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Glad to be here.
So today, we're embarking on, well, a really fascinating mission actually. It's something that touches almost every home, probably every single day. Dishwashing liquid.
Everyday stuff.
Exactly. But here's the twist. We're not just talking about grabbing it off the shelf. We're diving deep into making your own homemade dishwashing liquid.
Yeah, it sounds a bit old school maybe, but there's a lot to it.
Right. We found a whole bunch of sources that really lay out the practicalities, the benefits, and honestly, the cleverness behind making this everyday thing yourself.
And our goal today is really to pull out the key insights from all that material. We want to figure out not just the how-to step by step, but also the really compelling why. Why bother making cleaners that are, as the sources keep saying, safe, economical, and eco-friendly?
Yeah, why do it?
It's about giving you practical knowledge, stuff you can actually use.
Okay, let's unpack that right away then. The sources we looked at, they jump straight into making a pretty strong case for why you'd even think about doing this, instead of just buying the usual stuff.
They really do.
So what really stands out? What are the main advantages here? Why go DIY when, the commercial stuff is just right there?
That's the key question, isn't it? And the benefits, they're actually quite robust. It's not just one thing.
Okay.
First off, a big one, especially if you've got a family, is that homemade stuff tends to reduce chemical residues on your dishes.
Oh, interesting. Like stuff left behind.
Exactly. Think about conventional dish soaps. They often have, well, a whole mix of synthetic chemicals, things like phosphates, which aren't great for rivers and lakes, or artificial dyes, fragrances. Some people find those really irritating.
Right. I know people with sensitivity.
Precisely. And even after you rinse, little bits can sometimes remain. So by making your own, you get total control. You know exactly what's touching your food, what's touching your family's hands.
Okay, so it's like a clean in a way.
Literally and figuratively, yeah. You're consciously avoiding things you might not want lingering on your plates. That's a big shift in control right there.
Yeah, it really is. Controlling what you don't put in.
And that control, it actually extends to your wallet, too. It genuinely saves money in the long run.
Oh, I'm listening. How much are we talking?
Well, the sources point out that the basic ingredients, things like lemon juice, vinegar, salt, plain old water, they're super common and pretty cheap.
Stuff you might already have.
Exactly. A single bottle of the store-bought stuff might seem inexpensive, but add that up over months, years, it makes a difference. If you buy basic ingredients in, say, larger quantities, or just use what's in your pantry, the cost per wash drops dramatically.
Like a little quiet saving strategy for the household budget.
It really is. So it's good for well-being, good for the budget, but what about like the actual feel of it? Can you really tweak these recipes?
Yeah, can you personalize it?
Absolutely. That's another huge plus. It allows customization of the formula and the fragrance.
How so?
Well, say you have sensitive skin or allergies, or maybe you just really hate strong artificial smells. You get to be the chemist, basically. You pick gentle, natural ingredients that work for you. And for the smell, you can ditch those, sometimes overpowering fake scents.
Oh, yeah, some are really strong.
And use pure essential oils instead. Imagine like a fresh lemon scent or maybe calming lavender while you wash up. You just can't get that level of personalization off the shelf.
That's a really big deal for people with skin issues or just anyone who wants a nicer vibe in their kitchen. And I'm guessing there's an environmental angle too, all that plastic.
Oh, absolutely. A massive environmental upside. Making your own dramatically minimizes plastic waste from commercial packaging.
Right, all those single-use bottles.
Every single one adds up in landfills, in the oceans. But if you mix your own, you can just keep reusing the same glass bottle or maybe a sturdy plastic one almost forever.
That makes a huge difference over time.
It really cuts down your household's plastic habit. And then there's the ingredients themselves. They're often natural and easily accessible.
Like you said, lemons, vinegar.
Exactly. You're not hunting down weird chemicals online.
Yeah.
You're using stuff you probably already have or can grab easily at the grocery store. It makes the whole thing feel really doable,
Yeah, less intimidating.
It's just fascinating how all these benefits kind of weave together your health, your money, the planet. It hits all those points.
Yeah, it really is a powerful mix of reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the why is that compelling, let's get into the what. If we're going to make this stuff, what are the basic building blocks? What do these sources say are the key ingredients? And what does each one actually do?
Right. Understanding the function is key.
Yeah, knowing why it works makes it feel less like just mixing stuff randomly.
Definitely. So the sources break it down into about 5 main things. First up, you've got your acidic ingredients. Fresh lemon juice, vinegar, or maybe kaffir lime.
Okay, the sour stuff.
Yeah, these are the power players. Their main job is to help cut grease and kill bacteria. That acid literally breaks down fat molecules so they wash away easier. Plus, it gives you some natural germ-killing power.
So degreasing and disinfecting, basically. Natural powerhouses.
You got it. They do the heavy lifting for cleaning and sanitizing.
Cool. What else goes into the mix?
Next is salt water. This one's clever. It has two jobs.
Oh.
It reduces unpleasant odors and slightly thickens the liquid.
Ah, so it deodorizes and gives a body.
Exactly. The salt helps neutralize those food smells, not just cover them up, and adding salt makes the whole mixture a bit thicker, more like the consistency you expect from dish soap. It stops it from being just, well, watery, helps it cling to the sponge better.
Wow, okay. I never thought of salt doing all that in soap. Now, what about suds? For a lot of people, suds equal clean, right?
That's a very common association, yes. And for that familiar bubbly effect, the sources do mention including a foaming agent. They specifically name sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS.
SLS, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's pretty common. Its job is simple. It adds foam and improves cleaning. SLS is a surfactant, which means it helps create lather and lift dirt off surfaces.
So it helps with the cleaning action, not just the bubbles.
Correct. Now, it's worth pointing out, while a lot of these homemade ingredients are very natural, food-grade type things, SLS is a synthetic chemical.
Okay, good to know.
But it's widely used because it's effective at creating that foam and boosting cleaning power. The sources include it as an option for getting that really satisfying, traditional, clean feel.
Right, so it's there for performance, basically. Understood. And then the most basic ingredient of all.
Can't forget clean water. It's absolutely essential. It acts as the solvent.
The base liquid.
Exactly. It dissolves everything else, carries the cleaning agents, lets them mix evenly and spread out on your dishes. Without water, you'd just have paste.
Right. Not very useful for washing up.
Not at all. And finally, there's an optional but nice addition, essential oil. The sources mention kaffir lime or lemon specifically.
Just for scent.
Pretty much, yeah. It adds a fresh, natural scent. It doesn't really add to the cleaning power, but it makes the whole experience nicer, right? A good smell can make chores feel a bit less like chores.
Definitely. It's pretty cool how these simple things work together, each doing its specific job.
Isn't it? Common household items, but with real purpose when combined this way.
Okay, so we know the why and the what. That really sets the stage. Now for the exciting part, the how.
Let's get practical.
Exactly. Our sources lay out two different ways to actually whip up your own dish soap. Two distinct recipes. Let's walk through them step by step.
Sounds good. The first one is designed to be super straightforward. It's the lemon and vinegar recipe.
Okay, lemon and vinegar. Classic combo. What do you need?
For this, you'll want about 1 cup of fresh lemon juice, about half a cup of vinegar, 1 liter of clean water, then a small amount of that foaming agent we talked about, the SLS.
Right.
And then if you want scent, maybe 5 to 10 drops of essential oil. Lemon or something similar works well here.
Got it. And how do you put it all together? Is it tricky?
Not at all. It's actually remarkably simple. You start by squeezing your lemons. Fresh juice is best, more potent.
Okay.
Then just add your half cup of vinegar to the lemon juice. Next, combine those liquids with the liter of water in a decent-sized container, like a bowl or a pitcher.
Just mix it all up.
Pretty much. After that, you carefully add your forming agent, just a small amount. Stir it gently, but make sure it dissolves completely. You don't want any little clumps floating around.
Right. Needs to be smooth.
Exactly. And then the final step, if you're using it, add your essential oil drops, give it one last good stir, and then carefully pour or funnel it into whatever bottle you're going to use for storage.
That sounds incredibly easy, like genuinely something you could do in a few minutes.
It really is. Very beginner-friendly, quick and effective.
Okay, so that's option one. What about the second method? You mentioned kaffir limes earlier. That sounds a bit more involved.
It is a little more hands-on, yeah, but it makes a really potent natural cleaner. This is the boiled kaffir lime recipe.
Okay, boiled limes. What's the ingredient list here?
For this one, you need about 10 to 15 kaffir limes, 3 liters of water, and just a pinch of salt.
Kaffir limes, water, salt. Simplest. What's the process?
First step, you need to cut the kaffir limes into small pieces. This helps get more of the good stuff out, the oils, the cleaning compounds.
Hard surface area, right.
Exactly. Then you put those lime pieces into a pot with the 3 liters of water. You bring that to a boil and then let it simmer until the lime rinds get noticeably soft. This boiling is really key for extracting everything.
So you're basically making a strong kaffir Lime tea, almost. An infusion.
That's a good way to think of it. Once the limes are soft and it's cooled down a bit, the next step is to blend it all the limes in the water they boiled in. Get it nice and pulpy.
Okay, blend the whole lot, then what?
After blending, you need to strain it really well. Use a fine sieve or maybe some cheesecloth. You want to get just the liquid out, leaving the solid bits behind. That concentrated liquid is your cleaner.
Got it. Strain out the pulp.
Right. And then, to this liquid, you add just a pinch of salt. Now, the sources specifically point out here that the salt acts as a natural preservative.
Oh, interesting. So it helps it last longer.
Yes, it helps inhibit bacteria growth, extending the shelf life naturally.
Yeah.
So you stir that salt in until it dissolves, and then, again, bottle it up. This method takes more effort with the boiling and blending, but it's a really robust, all-natural approach. Plus, you get that preservative benefit built in.
It's really empowering to see these methods laid out. One super quick, one a bit more involved, but maybe more potent or longer lasting.
Different approaches for different preferences, really.
But making it is only half the battle, right? To really
Yeah.
get the benefits, you need to store it properly.
Yeah.
How do you make sure your homemade stuff stays good? The sources had tips for that too, didn't they?
They did, yes. Proper storage is crucial, just as important as making it right. There are basically 4 key things to keep in mind.
Okay, lay 'em on us.
First, always store it in a tightly sealed container. This is mainly to preserve the fragrance, especially if you used essential oils.
Stop the nice smell escaping.
Exactly. Those oils are volatile, they evaporate. A good seal keeps them in, keeps it smelling fresh.
Makes sense. What about where you keep the bottle?
Good question. Second tip. Keep it in a cool, shaded place, away from direct sunlight.
Why is that?
Well, think of natural ingredients, like food. Heat and sunlight can degrade them. UV light can break down those essential oils and other natural cleaning compounds, making it less effective and shortening its life. So, yeah, avoid the sunny windowsill.
Good practical tip. Under the sink, maybe?
Perfect spot. Now, what if you see it separating a bit? Sometimes natural mixtures do that.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Is it ruined?
Not at all. That's perfectly normal, actually. It's often a sign that it is natural without lots of chemical emulsifiers. The guideline is simple. Shake well before use.
Just give it a good shake.
Yep. A quick shake mixes everything back together evenly, so it works just fine. Don't worry if you see some separation.
Okay, easy fix. And the last tip.
To really boost the shelf life, especially if you didn't use the boiled lime method with salt, you can add natural preservatives like salt or citric acid.
Oh, so you can add extra preservative to the lemon vinegar one too.
You could, yeah.
Oh.
A little salt or some citric acid can help keep it stable and fresh for longer by making the environment less friendly for microbes. It really connects back to the whole point, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Proper storage means you actually realize those savings and environmental benefits. You avoid waste, you get the most out of every batch.
It makes your effort worthwhile. Sustainable in the truest sense.
Exactly.
Okay, so wrapping this all up, what does it really mean for you listening? We've taken this really interesting deep dive into homemade dish soap. It seems surprisingly simple, but also quite rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it's not just about saving a few pennies, though that's great. It's also about a safer, more eco-friendly way to clean in your home.
Definitely gives you more control.
Yeah, you get to customize it for
Yeah.
your skin, for the scent you like, using natural things like lemon, kaffir lime, vinegar that actually work really well at cutting grease and getting rid of smells.
And thinking about that control, this whole deep dive kind of leads to a bigger question, doesn't it?
Whoa, what's that?
Well, we live in this world just full of commercially made products, right? Often we don't even know exactly what's in them. So how much power do we actually have to make simple but really impactful choices in our daily routines?
That's a good point.
What other everyday things, maybe cleaners, maybe personal care items, could benefit from this kind of informed DIY approach? Where else can you take back a bit of control?
That is a powerful thought to chew on.
Yeah,
It makes you look at everyday items a bit differently, doesn't it?
hopefully.
Well, we really hope this deep dive into homemade dishwashing liquid has given you some food for thought, maybe even sparked a little inspiration for your own kitchen experiments.
Give it a try. See what you think.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us on the Deep Dive today. Go forth, maybe mix up a batch, and enjoy creating a cleaner, maybe greener world right there in your own home.